Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Notre Dame's offense will have the first possession of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Now the play fake. Fires left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain man on the defensive front?
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The Eagles offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good, but you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the... They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The run from the shotgun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're setting up the screen. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, he's not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Boston College will send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll toss it to the left. Find some... enough to get 5 to the 22.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback
breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum. Point. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Golden Eagles come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Bunch formation for these receivers. He leaves it with his back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
They'll run the screen. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Good, right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it up.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Rasmussen. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Inside a minute to play in the half. Might we get a touchdown after all before the break? Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so... He splits the uprights. They're now up 9-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an entertaining first half, and always such a fun and vibrant environment there in Birmingham at the Birmingham Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's send it back to Reese and the fellas for the second half of the Birmingham Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll open the second half with a run. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And the Golden Eagles want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Fires to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got it. First down and more. They knock him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain, and it's a first down for Boston College. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's got him.
And that receiver makes that play look so routine, but it takes so much practice. Running that curl route over and over again against every type of zone coverage imaginable so that on game day, that receiver can find the soft spot no matter what coverage the defense is in.
Using the quick game. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Empties his backfield. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Jamison. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Got some room to run. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Quickly out to the tight end. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Quick release on the RPO. He hauled that one in. Down to the 15-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Looking to throw on third. He's got it on the move. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They want to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They're dealing with a second and long. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beat. Has ensued. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boston College sending the offense. To the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Catch in the middle. It's Gilliam. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Picked up. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David,